Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday evening training call tonight. We are going to be going through more of the GL participants document and guidelines. And tonight we are going to be talking about the terms and conditions. So please do get your team here so that we can start sharing with them and we can start going through the documents. I've got Ike and Beverly with me this evening. Bev, how are you in Panama? You said it's getting a little bit stormy there with the hurricane.
Oh, I am just having a terrible moment. The rain has just come by with some big drops. Sorry.
Okay, be safe there, Bev. Ike, how are you? Not much rain here in Joburg, very dry here.
Yeah, no rain. It was boiling today. I hear that tomorrow it will be even hotter. But what a pleasure to be here, Adele, to really unpack what we have prepared for us. Looking forward to it. I can't wait. Thank you very much, Adele.
Thank you. Milena, this is an English training call. This is an English presentation. But if you request captions, you can watch the captions. So if you just ask for captions at the bottom of your screen, I will give permission and you can watch the captions. But this is our English training call. So Jan, it's lovely to see you here. Hi, how are you? Yeah, I think what we're going to do is get going because there's a lot to talk about. I'm going to share my screen from my phone, and I'm doing this specifically because a lot of us do GL on our phones. Not everybody has a laptop. And I just want to show you that the GL participants guidelines is user-friendly. It's easy to use off of your telephone, off of your cell phone. You can take it wherever you are. It's an interactive tool and it's a tool to be used. I've seen some feedback, I've seen some comments, and really I'm so glad to see that people are using it because it's not a dry, boring document that is like punishment to read. It's really something that you can go and learn and find out more about GL. So let's go through it a little bit more. I'm going to share screen and show you. Be on my phone. There we go. And again, I'm saying to you, Gift of Legacy is not an app. But to make my life easier, I have saved the Gift of Legacy URL address. So the website address, I've saved it as a widget on my phone. It's really easy to do. It's not difficult at all. And all I do is I press underneath the calculator. It says React app. I press that. And then I've got Gift of Legacy on my phone. And it's so much easier than just having to type it in because I can very quickly, whenever I'm busy, in between work or in the shops or ever, just open up my app and it's there and I've got everything that I need. When you go to Academy, this is the link tree. The link tree is bright and colorful, just like Gift of Legacy. Everything here you can share and use. So that picture is the logo we're using for the participants guidelines. But there's lots of other things here that you can look at. There's gracious givers donation links. There's lots of stuff here. Come and explore the link tree and find out more. If you want to go to the official Telegram English Telegram channel or the group chat, then the links are there as well. But let's open up this guidelines document. And that's what happens when you, I just want to see, to make it bigger for you. How do I just do that? I want full screen. Why is it not giving me full screen? Okay. Not 100% sure why I'm not getting full screen here. I did the other day. Okay. Well, let's go through. This is the index. It's the first page. And on the index, when you get here to page 12, I really want to show you this without. Give me a moment. Sorry, I'm just trying to make it bigger here so that you can see it. I don't want to make it difficult for you to read. Anyone know how I can get rid of this? Let's try it one more time. Okay, so we're opening up the guidelines. Oh, there we go, big screen. There we go, I found it. It's all new to all of us. So last week we got up to here on page 12. Going through the GL guidelines, we read through it, and Queenie, who's on the call, said, well, maybe we should go through the terms and conditions. So that's what we're going to do. To go to the terms and conditions, I don't have to scroll down to page 48. I just click on it and it takes me right there. So I'm on the terms of participation and terms and conditions. This has been updated. It's very important that you always come and check this document, and new participants have these guidelines and these terms and conditions when they sign up, and it's applicable to all of us. So let's go through number 1. And hold on. I'm going to stop sharing because I want you to be able to unmute when we're talking, so people can ask questions. So I'm going to change you to be able to unmute. Let's go back there. Sorry about that. Okay, we go to Academy. Go to the guidelines. View. Download. Open file. There we go. So, there we go. And then page. Okay. So this is the guidelines that we have highlighted, and now we're going to go to page 48. After each one, we can chat about it. So terms of participation. Number 1, I hereby agree that relevant contact information, my name, my surname, my cellular number with the country code, and a valid email address will be made available to my fellow participants for the purposes of gifting. So some people are wondering why their profiles have been deleted. They didn't have valid cellular numbers with country codes, and they didn't have valid emails or verified emails. You have to have a verified email. You have to have a valid phone number. You can't put a phone number in that is just 6789. And there were many people doing that. And those profiles have been removed because they are outside of the terms and conditions of participation. We need those details. Your email and your phone number is how people contact you for gifting. Any comments on that one?
It's in order, Adele. It's in order.
Okay. Number 2. Number 2, I'm 18 years or older, and I agree to participate in this activity of my own free will and by my own choosing. No one's forcing you to be here. You are choosing to participate. And if you choose to participate in any activity in real time, in real space, or online, it is your responsibility to make sure you understand, you've done your due diligence, and that you know what you are getting into. You're an adult. Okay, number 3, Gift of Legacy is not a club. It's not a business. It's not multi-level marketing. And it's not a financial service provider. We've said this over and over and over. Gift of Legacy is none of those things. It's not a business. You're not paying into a platform. This is not MLM. This is not network marketing. Number 4, participants of Gift of Legacy do not receive a commission or any form of remuneration when they invite a new participant to join our community. So if I invite people to join Gift of Legacy, I don't specifically benefit. There's no spillover. There's no registration bonus or incentives. You are growing a community and you are giving someone else the opportunity to rise, to thrive, not to just survive. Yes, if you invite them and they land on the board where you are, it may benefit you, but you should not be inviting people for your own personal gain. This is a community. Any comments up to that point on those first 4?
I do have a comment on that, because number 4 makes my heart feel so joyful that it is that these words are there, because when you invite people and they think they have to pay you, sometimes they don't say it, but somehow down the road, I have had this experience. They came up to me and said, well, when do you want me to pay you for the invitation you gave me? And I'm like, you just did not understand what this was said to you. And it is very, very strange with this dealing with people, that you come to find out they hear something that you said, but they take it the way they want it taken. And teaching. Thanks, Adele.
One of my friends was one of my invitees. I invited her into GL in December. She really needed the help. And I invited her in. And she's had every excuse, every objection as to why she got invited to. And I contacted her the other day and I said, I see your profile has got a red block. Do you know what that means? She said yes. So I said, do you want me to reactivate yourself? I'm legend on the board. Do you want to reactivate yourself? And she said to me, no, I think you must leave it, because I haven't got the money to buy in for my 2 children. And I was like, you don't buy in. You don't buy in. You don't put space fillers. You invite people to this community. You join the Zoom calls. You get educated. You don't buy in. There is no buying or selling here. We do not talk buying or selling. We are gifting unconditional, non-returnable gifts. And the worst thing you can do is put your family in as your 2 invitees because you want your 2 invitees. Because then you've actually got to get 4 invitees, because they're not going to bring people in. Okay, point number 5. The invitation of a new participant is not for personal gain. It is solely for the purposes of growing our community and blessing the members who participate therein. It's the same point, just said differently. Number 6, I understand that this is a gifting activity, which is an act of blessing our fellow gifting activity participants. That's why the gifts are non-returnable. You've blessed someone, you've given them a gift. You cannot ask for it back. You cannot say, oh, I joined 6 months ago and I haven't received a gift. I want my gift back. No. You have gifted somebody and blessed them. Ike? Anybody?
Yeah, that is so true. 2 hours ago, I had someone call me and she wanted me to explain why people are actually removed. And she didn't understand it. But after I explained, she got it. That so many people have come onto Gift of Legacy, but they have actually missed what it's all about. So I think the removal of people who have been inactive for some time will actually help, so that we have a group of committed people who actually understand what we're doing in Gift of Legacy. And
Sure.
to me, what has been done since yesterday or day before yesterday about removing those with red blocks and all the people who have not responded to calls, to emails and all that makes sense. And I think from now we'll actually see movement. So thanks, Adele.
Thanks. Point number 7. I understand the Gift of Legacy is a private activity where engagement is person to person and there's no third party involvement. Be very careful about joining strategies or teams or people who say they're going to manage your profiles for you. Don't do it. You should be managing your own Gift of Legacy profile. Don't give your password to other people. Number 8, I understand that this activity is by private invitation only, and invitation links are to be shared personally with an invitee and not posted on social media. I could just stop and carry on talking the whole night about this. When you promote Gift of Legacy on social media, you attract people who have got the mentality of network marketing, of MLM, of get-rich-quick schemes. They are high-risk, low-income people. They're people who go in quick and hard, get a quick buck and leave. They're not here for the journey. They're not here for the legacy that we are building. We are building a legacy. Please do not promote Gift of Legacy on social media. And I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again, but if you putting Gift of Legacy on your WhatsApp status, you are in contravention of this term and condition, because your WhatsApp status, your stories, your reels, your profile picture, those are all social media, and you are not allowed to put Gift of Legacy on social media. You are not allowed to use the Gift of Legacy logo or name. It is trademarked. Have you ever received a WhatsApp from me or any of the presenters or the custodians except for Hercules? Have you ever received a WhatsApp from Candace or Valissa and you see Gift of Legacy on their profile picture on WhatsApp, on their status, on their Telegram? Those of you who might be friends with me on Facebook, do I mention Gift of Legacy there? No. Hercules is allowed to. He is the only person that is allowed to. Why? Because he owns the trademark for Gift of Legacy. He's the only person. Because he trademarked the word Gift of Legacy and he loans it to Gift of Legacy. So nobody else is allowed to do it. Somebody's got their hand up. Sorry, I can't see whose hand is up.
Wisdom has her hand, his or her, I don't know.
It's Wisdom.
Hi, Wisdom.
Yeah. In our group here, we had the issue of deleted profiles.
Yeah.
And we are having some kind of crisis because due to language barrier, people did not understand why their profile have been deleted. And as you are saying now that it's because of invalid number or invalid email. But these people use these emails and things to register. How come does it become invalid now? This is my first question.
Did they verify the email? Many people have not verified the email. They've used it to register, but
Yeah.
they haven't verified it. And what many people have done is they made up an email address, and it's not an active or valid email address.
Some of these
But that's
profiles,
hold on with
have reached even on the silver
yes,
silver level.
yes, it is possible. It is possible.
Okay.
They
So,
need to, as I said to you when you messaged me today,
yeah.
you need to wait for support to reply. You emailed support on Monday. It is only Thursday. Support take 8 to 10 working days to reply, and you can
Yeah.
understand
I
that
I understand that, but the other part of the other people which their account have been deleted and they cannot even communicate with the GGM now. How would they go about it?
email support.
Some it's not going through. Some of them want to do it. It's not going through.
Well, then they're not using the correct email address. It's support@giftoflegacyglobal.com. That is the email address.
Okay. And one issue also is we face difficulty to invite people to join Gift of Legacy because many did not understand exactly what Gift of Legacy is about.
Mm-hmm.
So we made a lot of sacrifice to have these people that we recruited, and now we see that majority of them have been deleted. And like me personally, I'm even feeling, I don't know how to confront those type of people to go to them back and say, this is the problem that is hanging and this is what you're supposed to do. Because some of them did not believe what you are explaining to them from the beginning, but they want to give it a try.
But this is the thing, Wisdom.
Yep.
If I got up here to this point here,
Yeah.
you are an adult. You are 18 years old, and you have agreed to participate in this activity of your own free will and choosing. We cannot force feed people. The information has been available. Yes, this is an updated document, but these terms and conditions have not changed much. These have been there when you registered. They were in the previous document. We have had trainings for 3 years, but people do not, like you say, they jump in and they don't learn. We have got Zoom calls and we have less than 20 people on a Zoom call. We have Telegram groups where the main English Telegram group has got 6,500 people, and yet we've got 1.6 million people on the platform. We should have 1.6 million people on the main Telegram channel and group using the Telegram translation tool.
Yeah,
We cannot.
I know that, but like here where I am now, the problem is language. The Italians doesn't speak English, just very few. So the work is very difficult here than.
Have got official language groups, and that is why we are on Telegram. On Telegram, anybody can translate the information into their language. That is why we use Telegram. We cannot publicize everything in all different languages when the people who created Gift of Legacy are English. Every platform has their main language that they operate in, and we operate with English as our main language. But
Okay.
there are ways to translate. What you are doing right now is you are creating objections and you are putting things as obstacles. There's a whole training on objections and dealing with objections. Language should not be an issue because the education, the material, and the information is there. It is available.
All right.
And now we are actually spoon feeding people by doing Zooms like this and saying, these are the terms and conditions. But if you join a business and you put in $1,000 into a hamburger business, you got to make sure that they are buying the correct meat, that the bread rolls are fresh, that people are getting the correct sauces and condiments and everything. You're going to check that, right? You're going to check on the income. You're going to go and visit the restaurant. You're going to taste the burgers yourself. You're going to listen to what people say about your restaurant. Why don't people do the same about online platforms?
Yeah, so with anybody who want to recover his account should email GGM through the support.
You don't email GGM. You are not emailing GGM. You are emailing support.
Support, okay.
You email support. GGM is
Okay, yeah.
GGM is the non-profit organization that keeps Gift of Legacy going, that pays for all the things that need to be paid.
Okay.
If people want their profiles reactivated and support check and see that they have not had a valid phone number, that they have not got a verified email, and they haven't logged in the last 60 days, if they want their profile reactivated, information was posted today.
Yeah.
You then have to send a donation to GGM to be able to have it done. Why? Because this update, this cleanup of the system has cost a lot of money, and GGM has paid for that. Now, and the community called for this, the community asked for this to happen. Now, if everybody can just be reactivated, it's like taking all of the dead wood that was blocking a river and throwing it back in the river to stop the flow again. So now, if people want to be reactivated, if you have a profile and you were on Gold and Ohana, you were on 5 profiles. If you were on 5 profiles and you were on 5 boards on that profile, you just went on Platinum. So you were on Bronze and Ohana and Coal and Silver and Gold, 5 boards on one profile, $25 each. So you're going to be sending a donation to GGM of $175. Send that proof to support, and they'll reactivate the profile.
Okay.
There has been notifications on the Telegram groups, on Zoom calls.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
There has been information. It's been in the terms and conditions, and it had to come to a point where the custodian said, we are now acting on this. And if people are not informing their teams and what's going on, we cannot be held responsible. I need to just let other people talk as well, please. Right, who has got their hand up? Who else has got their hand up here?
There's a lady, Cecilia.
Cecilia, hi, thanks, Jan.
You're welcome, honey.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. So I just wanted to clarify something. Just wanted to understand this well. So I wrote it down so I don't forget. So if I understand well, if I create an email address today just to open a GL account, then the system will read it as a non-valid email?
No.
Not necessarily.
No.
Oh. You've got to create the correct way, because what some people do, this is what some people do. When they register for Gift of Legacy, now they don't want to use their main email. They don't want to use my main email at gmail.com. They don't want to use that one. So when they do the sign up form and they register, then they say, okay, I'm going to make an email called flowingwater@gmail.com. And they register with that, but they haven't yet created that email. And so they have registered with a non-valid email. And then
okay. So how did the system accept them if they didn't go to the email and click where it says click here?
People don't go to the email and click here, and at the top of the screen on their profile there would have been a red banner saying this profile is not verified, please verify your email, and they haven't. You
Oh,
see
I
what
see,
I
I
find,
see. Mm.
what I find very interesting right now is now people are concerned about these things. But a few weeks ago, people were concerned about why aren't the boards moving? Why are we not receiving money on Ohana? Why is this? Can't we get things going? And then something happens to get things going, and everyone's going, but why? Because we asked for it to happen. We cannot have people participating in the platform who are not abiding by the terms and conditions. They are blocking the flow of everybody to abundance. Okay, let's carry on.
Adele, I have my hand up and I just want to say, like, this is such a beautiful document, and I know you put hours and hours and hours into it. And Wisdom and Cecilia, I don't think that this is the place for Adele to have to defend why those red blocks have come through. We're talking about the terms and conditions of GL. I know it sounds a little bit harsh, but this is so plain and so perfect that all of us came into this knowing what we had to do, and we didn't do it. And this document is about the terms and conditions of GL. So Adele, I applaud you. My hat is off to you. Continue with such movement that you do.
Thanks so much, Jan. Okay, so we said here that you do not join. I understand the Gift of Legacy is a private activity where engagement is person to person with no third party involvement. I understand that this activity is by private invitation only, and the invitation links are shared and are not posted on social media. I understand the Gift of Legacy is an automated website which organizes the sending and receiving of gifts between participants. So often people contact support and they say, this person is not doing this and this person's not doing that. Please remove them. I don't want to be on this board. Please put me on that board. No, it's automated. It is a website with an algorithm. It cannot be manipulated. The custodian support cannot go in and manipulate a board. They cannot do it. It's you get placed where you need to get placed. And some people don't understand the Ohana principle. So when they complete their board, so you are guide and you split off and you become a legend, you complete that board. When you join the perpetual cycle, the algorithm places you on your perpetual cycle on the board where you first started to complete that board. And then people go, I don't want to be there. I don't like the people on that board. We're a community. And we help everybody. And you have to go where the automated website places you. Gifts are exchanged in accordance with the guidelines provided and are always sent in US dollars. Now, this one's a big one because there are many people who gift in euros. They gift in euros, and then when they receive in US dollars, they're upset because they're receiving less. I mean, if you want to send me money in euros, go ahead. But if I have to gift you, I'm sending it in US dollars, then you cannot complain. Why do we use the US dollar? Because it is the most stable coin in the world at the moment. Okay, we don't know what's going to happen, but currently it is the most stable coin. And we do encourage people to use cryptocurrency. And then it's a very easy coin to use, although in some countries we know that the USDT cannot be used, but then you can use USD or something else. But you can't be gifting in euros and be complaining that you're receiving in dollars because it's always been in the terms and conditions, always been there. Okay, this is my favorite one, and I'm going to let Ike and Elizabeth, Ike and Beverly and Jan also talk about this one. Participation in this gifting activity does not guarantee success. Just because you join does not guarantee success. I say it every week when we present. It is dependent on your participation and willingness to follow the guidelines of Gift of Legacy. But then people sign up their family and friends People just sign up people. They think it's going to push them through boards. They don't verify emails. They don't put in the right phone numbers. And then they wonder why, when there is a big update and clean out, why they're getting removed. So what do we think about no guarantees there, Bev?
I enjoy the part that says there's no guarantees. Where am I? I'm here. I touched something. Okay.
There you go.
I enjoy the part that says that there are no guarantees, because there really is no guarantee anywhere in the world. When you're born, you're not guaranteed that everything is going to go smoothly. My thing about knowing that the only way to have guarantee is for you to do what you're supposed to do, learn what you've got to learn, and participate in these kind of presentations that we have been having ever since I joined Gift of Legacy 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
In my heart, I am so grateful that this has come up, because it has done wonders for me also. I can take this to the people that I invited and show them that what I was doing was the right thing to do, but they did not believe it. And now they will pay the price for not believing what I told them that they had to do. And it saves a lot of energy having this document, because I find it very, very wonderful. And I thank you so very much, Adele. I keep saying that over and over again. I am so grateful you took this upon yourself to make it less pages with a lot more understanding. Although it's saying the same thing, but it's got a lot more. It's saying the same thing, but it's got a lot more understanding. Where you can say, you can point to this, and you don't have to go search. And I thank you.
Pleasure, Bev. The other document was 177 pages, and we're down to 54. And lots of things were said in multiple ways. And now we're just saying it once. We're just saying everything once so that you understand it. Hey. Number 12, I agree to uphold the ethos. We spoke of them last week. The ethos, and respect the heart of this heartfelt activity, which is this: you sow a gift and you reap in abundance. Now, I'm an avid gardener. I've become quite a gardener. And where I'm living now, I moved in a year ago. On the weekend, I celebrated my 1 year living here. I planted seeds last year, November, that didn't grow into anything. But now they're beautiful little bushes of flowers and herbs and vegetables. I planted those seeds a year ago. I didn't plant those seeds November last year and get the flowers then. I'm getting the flowers now. And every time I think of my garden, I think of Gift of Legacy. Because when I came here, it was rough and barren. In fact, it was a bush. I live in the bush. And now it's a beautiful country garden because I've planted seeds and I've tended to it. And I look after it and I water it and I fertilize it. And when there's dead flowers, I have to cut them off. And that's what we did yesterday. I acknowledge that this activity is not designed for selfish gain, but we are here to uplift others, and in so doing, we uplift ourselves too. That's the third time that same point has been said. I agree to adhere to the recommended guidelines. This whole document is a guideline. This is a harsh one, and I deal a lot with this with the conduct committee. Misconduct may be reported by and to the community. Misconduct includes, but it is not limited to, unethical behavior, the use of profanity in any way, manner, or form, rude behavior and unethical behavior, language, or intent to do harm in any way. Sometimes the Telegram groups are closed for this reason. Sometimes people are muted on groups for this reason. Some people are removed from the community for this reason. Number 17, I will always conduct myself with humility and with respect to everyone in the Gift of Legacy community. Wow. I think that should be number 1. I will always conduct myself with humility and will respect everyone in the Gift of Legacy community. Do you know how many times we get messages that say, but I don't want to be on a team with people that speak that language. I speak this language. What? What? No. Translation is not a problem. We've got Google Translate. We have so many. We are participating in an online platform. If we are participating in an online platform, we should know how to use technology. Number 18, and then we can chat. Maybe you can give input then, and Jan as well. I agree not to misrepresent what Gift of Legacy is when I'm inviting others. I will not misrepresent Gift of Legacy when I invite others. So when we have people who don't understand what Gift of Legacy is, whose fault is it? The custodians? The presenters? No, yours. Because you are the ones who are inviting them and you are misrepresenting what Gift of Legacy is. How many people were phoning people on May the 7th? Quickly join. You've got to quickly join this platform. You've got to join on call. You've got to be confirmed because tomorrow Ohana is launching and we're going to make big money. You misrepresented Gift of Legacy and you damaged Ohana. It was you. It was you that did it.
Yeah, thanks, Adele, for that. I just want to underscore 2 points. The one, 2 or 3 lines before that, where we are, about guarantee. A week ago, I had discussion with someone who started with me 2.5 years ago. And she was also frustrated about the movement of boards. And she was saying that this is disappointing and on and on and on. And I kept talking about guarantee. The human nature wants guarantee. And like Beverly said, there's nothing guaranteed. We had COVID 4 years ago. The whole world. It paralyzed the whole world. I had to give up my Uber business because life in South Africa had come to a standstill. There is nothing guaranteed in life. We just have to embrace that. We have to embrace that. That's the one thing that we must do, that we must actually know. And the other one, Adele referred to it. It's your responsibility and my responsibility to actually do our best in planting and sowing the seed and protecting it, and we will then reap. There are no shortcuts here. Nothing is guaranteed. You sow what you reap. I mean, you reap what you sow. It's a painful thing because we want guarantee. For us in South Africa, we want quick back. We are so much in debt. A lot of us, we come on platforms like this and we try others, and many of them don't work. And we see no guarantee from all our efforts in Gift of Legacy. But let's remember, nothing is guaranteed. And you and me, you and I have to take responsibility to plant that seed. It's not going to be easy. Nothing is guaranteed. It's not supposed to be easy. It will actually test you to the core. Many people have thrown in the towel that we started with. And maybe you or me will give up, will throw in the towel. But just know at the back of your mind, nothing is guaranteed. You reap what you sow. If you don't come to meetings like this where we learn from other people, listen to Jen, listen to Adele, listen to wisdom and learn from, there's no excuse. You don't even have to come with excuses here. Make a plan. Edgar speaks Spanish, but he's on every week, he's on 3 or 4 meetings. So every one of us, regardless of the language that you speak, you can actually make a plan. There's no excuse that other people don't understand. And the profiles that have been taken off the platform, it's not, these are people that have been inactive for months. So we have to take responsibility. There's no excuse. We in South Africa, we like excuses. We like to blame the past, but even that doesn't help. So you will not be helped by not taking responsibility, by trying to blame someone. I have resolved to take responsibility. Gift of Legacy will work for me if I take it up and make it work. Thanks, Adele.
Thanks, Ike. Jan?
Gosh, that's hard to follow, Ike. What a heart you have. What a heart. I just wrote a few things. The algorithm. You know, Candace just said recently, she gets calls all the time, just change the algorithm, just change it. And she's like, I can't. I can't. If somebody put a knife to my throat, I can't change it. It's a program. We can't change that. It's locked. There's nothing that we can do about it. We cannot change it. If you don't like where you're at, do some more work. Respect for everyone. This is why we are not a business, because we have absolute respect for each other. We are gifting and receiving gifts. We say gifts because that's what we're doing. I'm giving you a gift. That gift is a monetary value, yes. However, if I give a gift to my son on his wedding day, that is a gift. I expect nothing back in return, and nor should any of us. We are giving gifts and we are receiving gifts, and we are so privileged. This whole document, I have chills all through my body because Adele has done something so incredible to teach us. But we're only, 17 on this call right now? Teach us of what gift of legacy really is. We're gifting each other without anything, nothing back in return, nothing, no expectations. The only thing guaranteed in this life today is taxes and death. That's it. There are no other guarantees. You will die, my friends, and you will pay taxes. Gift of legacy will be your legacy forever. What you do here will elevate you to places unknown to us just yet, because this is something so different, so unique, so profound, that it's never been done before, and it's done all over the world. And now we have this beautiful document that we can all lean into and do what is right, because this is the right thing to do right now and forever. We will always have this. No guarantees. You're right. There isn't any guarantees. Do not misrepresent gift of legacy. Do not do that. We will work together, whether you are in South Africa, which is a country of poverty, and I am in Canada, which is also a country of poverty. And together, we are doing something so incredibly different. It's beyond what we can comprehend in our constructs right now. All of this is beyond. It's a heavenly movement. I believe this. I always said it. I said it to Hercules and Candace. You have been chosen to be gifted this beautiful community from off-planet beings who love us enough to give us this hope, the hope that not all is lost. We are moving forward and we are changing the world. This is beautiful, Adele. I love you for this.
Thanks so much, Jan. Thank you. Okay, so number 19. Let's not misrepresent or spread misinformation about gift of legacy. There's a lot of misinformation going around at the moment. The custodians have stolen profiles. The profiles have been given to the volunteers. Nonsense. Nonsense. When a profile's been deleted, it's deleted. It's not on the system, it's gone. Okay, I accept the disclaimer in the terms of the Protection of Private Information Act. It's part of the document, just to say that no information is shared other than your phone number, your email, and your name, obviously. I agree that the Gift of Legacy name and its activity may not be used in advertisements on social media or any other means of social or commercial advertising. Just don't do it. It's not the right thing to do. I agree that Gift of Legacy community, my inviter, participants, presenters, and promoters cannot be held liable for any claims of whatever nature. You cannot claim that Adele said in the beginning of May that we would all become wealthy from Ohana. No, you can't say that. You can't say the custodian said that in 6 months I would be a legend on platinum and be paying off my debts. No. At the beginning, there's a disclaimer of all the presentations. This presentation is to give you an idea of what you may expect, not what you will expect or what you will get. You need to be aware of the tax laws in your country. That's so important. And you agree that it is your personal duty to comply with the tax laws in your country. That's up to you. Do the right thing. Number 25, I agree to give a gift as and when required within a 48-hour period of me joining a board. I understand that the value of the gift must be ready when joining a board. We've got peak and join except for Ohana. Do you know how many people land on a board? During May, someone landed on my gold board. I was so excited, of course. Then he messaged me and he was like, "Hi, Adele, sorry, can you remove me, please? I accidentally joined your board." I said, "What? How'd you accidentally join a gold board? You peaked. And then you went to the top of the board, you pressed join. You don't accidentally join it." He said, "Oh, please remove me." I said, "Only because I know you. But you know what? If you join a board, you're there, you've made a commitment. So have your gift ready and gift the legend." Number 26, I'm just conscious of time. I agree to share the necessary details to those who may require them in order to facilitate the receiving of a gift. Don't tell people you're not going to give them the information that they need. How are you going to get the gift? Just follow the process that is outlined. We're going to go through that next week, how to send and receive gifts. I agree to confirm the receipt of a gift within a maximum period of 24 hours once it has been received by me or as soon as possible after confirmation of receipt of the gift. The legend must confirm you within 24 hours. They cannot remove an unconfirmed gifter before 24 hours. Yes, people are people. And yes, every theme park has got their pickpocketers and thieves. Take screenshots. It's in the document. We hammered it home in Ohana. When you join a board, take a screenshot so that if you've sent a gift and you are not confirmed or at worst removed from a board, you can contact support and say, "I was on this board. Here's the message where I messaged the legend. Here's the proof of gifting that I sent to the legend and I've been removed. Please help me." You'll be helped. But don't email support and say, "This is a scam. People have stolen my profile." Just say, "Please help," with information. That's all you need. Number 28, I agree to observe the relevant international exchange rate at the time of gifting. That's so important. If you are gifting somebody and you are converting rands to dollars or euros to dollars, make sure you know what the exchange rate is at that time. And remember to add the ribbons and the bows, the transfer fees. That's point 29. It is the responsibility of the gifter to cover the various service and transaction charges of sending each gift. Number 30, I acknowledge that I will be sidelined. Before we do sidelining, any comments there, Bev, on the last few things about sending gifts and exchange rates and tax and all of that? Any comments?
Well, as for me, with what I have been learning from the beginning of Gift of Legacy, Everything that we just read has been said in many ways in every presentation guideline. Thank you, Adele.
You know what I was thinking as I'm reading this? And it's like mind-blowing for me. I'm like, I have checked every single word in this document. I maybe don't remember them all because I've been working on it. I started on Valentine's Day. But I've checked every single word in this document because I had to take old documents and change things and check words. And you're quite right, Bev. We've said this so many times. We know this stuff. Okay, this is an important one because it's relevant right now. I acknowledge that I will be sidelined if I do not have 2 confirmed invitees at any time after completing the bronze board. Once you have completed the bronze board and you do not have 2 confirmed invitees, you cannot progress any further. And if at any time, look at that, at any time after completing bronze, you do not have two confirmed invitees, you are sidelined. So if you are on a silver board and everybody on that silver board has been removed and all of your invitees have been removed, you will receive when you get to legend on silver, but you will not be able to progress to gold or join the silver perpetual because you do not have 2 confirmed invitees. If you are on gold and you need to receive 1 more gifter to join platinum, and now after yesterday, you have only got 1 confirmed invitee, you receive your final gold gift tonight. Yay. You cannot join platinum and you cannot join gold perpetual. You must get 1 more invitee. You must have 2 confirmed invitees at all times. And if you don't, start inviting. I've got to start inviting. I've got to start building up because some of my invitees have gone. And they've executed the freedom of the 2 feet, like Elizabeth says. They've gone. And now I must bring 2 more like-minded, like-hearted people to join me on this journey. I don't think we need to comment more on that. Okay. I will be able to participate again when I have 2 confirmed invitees. You can you can participate again when you have 2 confirmed invitees. So you can, if you're in a builder position, you'll be able to move into guide and legend and receiver's legend. But when you hit legend on that board, you cannot move further or join perpetual. People are saying, does that mean I'm wiped off the board and will they put me back? No, sidelining doesn't mean you wiped off. It means you get to legend, receive, and you cannot progress further. Okay, that's what it means. Yeah, I'm sitting on a board where I'm a little legend all on my own. I'm on an island. There's no one around me. I've got 15 empty gaps around me. So I really have to start working on that one. Misconduct will result in disciplinary action. Gift of Legacy may nominate community representatives who reserve the right to remove participants for misconduct where they are in breach of the recommended guidelines. This term and condition has been from the very beginning. And last year, we officially started the Gift of Legacy Participants Conduct Committee, on which I am on. And unfortunately, we have had to do this, remove participants for misconduct, because they were in breach of many of these guidelines. And then I would send messages and I'd say, I'd email them, dear so-and-so, you are in contravention of number 8, 9, 10, 12, 11, 24, 27, 33 of the terms and conditions, because they were in breach of the guidelines. This is my favorite one. I understand that I'm not a member and that no membership fees are due by me and that my involvement is that of a participant only in this gifting activity. And if your heart is in the right place, you join Ohana, because that's how we keep this system going. That's how we keep theme park going. And I think it's a fantastic idea that people who have been removed from the system for being inactive, for not having correct emails, not having valid phone numbers, are being asked to make a donation to GGM. Because I can tell you 100 to 1, they are not on the Ohana board. In fact, my suggestion to the custodians was, they want to come back, make them join Ohana first. That was my suggestion. But they came up with another way of sending donations. But that would have been a donation to GGM too. Okay. I understand that a gift is given unconditionally with no expectation of return, just in case you didn't hear it earlier. I understand that I have no legal recourse against Gift of Legacy, its inviters, participants, presenters, for any matters arising. My participation is voluntary and at my own risk. So you got removed. Can't take legal action. Been getting messages yesterday, today. Oh, we're going to report you. To who? You're going to go to your local police station. Where? And tell them what? That you didn't follow the guidelines of an activity that you as an adult joined because you did not do your full due diligence. And there is a document that has been available. There is training and information available. How are you going to report us? Because people have threatened legal recourse earlier this year, just before Ohana. They threatened to take me to court about things about Gift of Legacy. And do you know what happened? Their lawyers laughed at them. Their own lawyers laughed at them. Yeah, interesting. Number 37, please. I'm going to enlarge it here as much as I can. I understand that if I do not log into my profile for 60 days, my profile will be automatically removed from the Gift of Legacy system. So yesterday, people were removed because they had not logged in for 60 days. When your profile is marked with a red block, you get 7 days to reactivate yourself. So we are already 7 days in. If you have not logged in the last 7 days, start logging in, because you've only got another 53 to go before you get a red block. And then you will be deleted after 7 days if you have not logged in. Every 60 days. Why do you only want to log in every 60 days? I log in 2-3 times a week. And on my profiles where there's movement happening, I'm logging in several times a day because it's exciting. Why are you not logging in? I'm logging in not just to look at my boards. I'm logging in to go through the guidelines document. I'm logging in to get the link for the Telegram channel to send to people who are asking me for it. There are many reasons to log into your profile. And number 38, I agree to abide by the guidelines as set out by Gift of Legacy, and I will strive to uphold the ethos of this activity. Queenie, do you understand the terms and conditions? Queen? She's still here. Oh, she's dropped off. No, she's here. Queenie, can you unmute? Unmute, Queenie. Queenie, can you unmute?
Hello.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm fine,
Listen,
thanks.
you know what you did today?
Is it nice to have a Zoom call
Hello?
done just for you? Is it nice to have a Zoom call done just for you?
What is done today? I told you that day. I said, if you read that and explain it, to me, you've done everything. I can say that thing with my mind open without thinking of the lines. It's like you read the Bible and say, do this. It's how it works. That's all. Today I hear and I understand everything that is there. And everything is easy now, how to explain to the people. But at that time, I didn't even worry about terms and conditions. I just said tick, tick, tick. And then meantime, I didn't even know. I didn't even know. But most of the things that are there, when you are presenting, I do understand them. There's nothing that is not when you are presenting, you don't read them, but you explain through the presentation. Today, I know line by line to number 37. I can do it like my eyes closed, but not to read them by myself. So by reading them and explain them to me, you've done the best. Thank you very much, Adele.
Then we did a good job.
Thank you very much. Yes, 100%, not just good, 100%. Good girl.
Thanks, my Queenie.
Thank you. And for the people that they've been moved on our board, that is a blessing in disguise, because whatsoever we were doing, other people didn't take it a note of it if it's serious. So now, when others, they want to come back, they will come back knowing if we are here, done business, that we need to see people growing, all of them, not only us. Me too, before, when I didn't have a Wi-Fi, because the data, if you use the data, it finishes before the Zoom get finished. But you need to have that. It's going to hold for you to understand, because we are lots of people here that they've got different thoughts and different meaning of the GL. So if we listen and take that as a point to us, we will go further. I thank you guys. Your job is Jenny, Bev, Ike, and you, Adele. You are such a stars of this community, because really, absolutely, as I said, if you can read them, I will be pleased. And today, I am pleased. From 1 to 37, I had everything. I was so happy.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Jan, do you want to say something? I know you have to dash off. Thank you so much for helping us during the Zoom, but last words from you?
I think, Adele, you have done such a super job. And anyone who is concerned or perplexed about why things are happening with Gift of Legacy, they just don't need to do that anymore. Go back here, go to this beautiful educational forum that Adele, you put together. You are amazing. You are totally amazing. We need to clone you. We need to clone you. Like I'm thinking Beverly, you could be a clone. You've got the energy. You're in, sweetheart. But you know, this is such a beautiful thing that we're doing here. It's not to be just passed by with a blink. We're changing the world. We're changing the world. Gift of Legacy is changing the world. We're across all the globe. And we've done something so magnificent, so miraculous, that it has the blessing of, like I say, off-planet beings who love us. They do not want this human race to be extinct. They want us to thrive and to be prosperous. And that's what Gift of Legacy is doing. Nobody else is doing this. Nobody. I love Gift of Legacy. I love you, Adele. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Jan. Thank you. Anybody else wants to say something? Yes, Queenie?
No. You know, everybody here in the Zoom, why I say Adele is doing good. She helped me on my Binance. Bev, my Binance was locked. I couldn't even send the gift. I cried the whole night until in the morning. couldn't sleep. The following day, my head was hectic. I couldn't work, but she done the best to come in my place and help me. Today, she gave me that information. I just gone to the, what you call this thing, where they print papers and do everything, my guy. I don't even know how did he did that, but the man has sent it to Adele, all of it. Now she's going to help me to pass it through the person who helped me. So that's why I said GL, Gift of Legacy, it's a wonderful place. If you are coming every day in these communities, you will find people that they will trust because they see you every day and they will help you to the fullest. I've been helped with $500 to gift another tenant. But if ever wasn't here, who was going to do that for me? Nobody. Thank you, Adele, again. I want to thank you in front of the community and people they can understand this community, how it's all about. It's all about Ubuntu. We have to trust each other and do what it's on those, that page you just read it. Thank you very much, people. Thank you very much, my guys.
It was a pleasure, Queenie. Thank you. Ike, last words from you, and then we'll get last words from Bev. Is Ike still here? Has he gone to do homework? I think Ike's gone. Bev, last words from you?
Well, Adele, as I sit here going through each of those points, there are things that I said that was, I think it was the right thing to say, but I don't think it was in the proper word context, like the guarantees. The other part that I find extremely, extremely uplifting is to recognize that words do make a difference when you are trying to explain what has got to be done. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make copies of those 38 points so that I have them black and white and not try to put words that are not there. Guarantees is only given when you are leaving this world. It's a goodbye. That's your guarantee. Adele, you are unbelievable, and this is the beginning of a new era for the gifting community that was made with so much love. I thank you and I honor you.
Thanks, Bev. Yes, it certainly is a new beginning. Did I hear Ike? No. It certainly is a new beginning. And those of us who are left alone on our boards, we must celebrate that because it gives us chance to create the movement and the flow that we deserve to get to abundance. So thank you all for being here, and we will meet again on Tuesday. Please remember, the compression is still happening. Okay, we'll talk about that probably more on Tuesday. But now there's all these empty gaps. Even though I'm sitting on a board as a legend all on my own, doesn't matter. We're going to do compression. Well, not we. The developer is doing compression, which puts boards together. Doesn't mean all the holes will be filled, but you're going to be meeting more people from the community, and that's always exciting. But let's go. This is the new era. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Good night.